Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ranu. I am a social studies teacher here at Cliffside Park High School. I've been teaching here for 18 years. I've been teaching 20 years altogether. I am currently teaching United States History 2 and Contemporary American Issues as part of our curriculum here in the Social Studies Department. I have prepared for you a slideshow presentation of an overview of my course, my philosophy, a little bit about my background, grading policies, and ways in which we can continue our forms of communication for the best interests of your children. So I'd like to start with a little background of myself. Okay. As I said, I've been teaching social studies here at Cliffside Park for 18 years. In my tenure here at Cliffside Park, I have served also as assistant football, wrestling, and baseball coach, as well as having the opportunity to serve as the head football coach up until 2013. I have served on several committees, and I have also served as supervisor for the Social Issues Club and the American Red Cross Club, in which we have conducted our annual blood drive every year for the past 4 years for local blood banks. I am a lifelong resident of Cliffside Park. I was born and raised here, went through the school system, and I am a graduate of Cliffside Park High School in the class of 1992. So I do have a very good understanding of the community as well as the school system. What is my teaching objective and philosophy? At the core of it, I believe it is very important to teach kids how to think critically. Through our many activities and exercises, this is our approach to be able to examine information, to be able to analyze and synthesize information in order to really come to a truth. And these skills are critical in today's day and age with the amount of misinformation that is out there as a result of social media, that our students, your children, have an obligation to learn how to decipher through all of the misinformation and find the truth. And that is our approach to studying history, to analyze documents, primary sources, research, and try to find all perspectives and analyze all perspectives of particular events and eras in American history in order to get a better understanding of it. And through these methods, I believe we will develop a more concrete way of analyzing information and critical thinking. Grading policy. We in the social studies department have determined and agreed to partake in a universal grading system and grading policy in which we go strictly by a point system, right? However, every instructor has the autonomy to establish the value of each area of our coursework. For example, my criteria is as follows, right? Homework will comprise of 33% of your child's final average. Tests, quizzes, and projects, 33%, as well as my portfolio, which is a collection of all of the work that we have done throughout the entire marking period, is also worth 33%. I feel it is important to establish equity in all of the criteria when calculating your final average. This way, we create some semblance of a level playing field, so to speak, when it comes to your child's grades. Okay. Give you a couple examples for assignments. Typically, homework assignments count for about 10 points. An essay, which usually serves as an assessment, a formal assessment when we conclude a particular topic, will count for 24 points. Projects, presentations could be valued anywhere between 50 to 100 points. Ultimately, at the end of the marking period, we accumulate how many points your child has earned, divided by how many total points were offered, and that will lead to your child's final average. Some of the topics that we will be reviewing this year and studying this year. We have already started with the populist movement, and we are currently in the midst of the Industrial Revolution and immigration and urbanization periods. We will also go through the Progressive Era, American imperialism, World War I, the Roaring Twenties, the Great Depression, World War II, and the Cold War era, which is the 1950s up until present day. In addition to the topics that we cover from a historical standpoint, we know it is a very pivotal year. We have a very important election come November 3rd. We'll be discussing a lot of current events and a lot of the issues that are at the forefront of this election, and any other significant events like the pandemic that we are experiencing, or any other events that may pop up through any time across this school year. We will also dedicate some time to educating kids, making sure we're aware of the world around us. And finally, I feel it is a very important aspect of education that parents as well as teachers participate in a formal line of communication, especially during these times now that that we have so much on our plate with the pandemic, and we're working from home and trying to manage work and staying on top of our children's grades and education. That now more so than ever, it is important for us to communicate with one another for what's in the best interest of your children. At any given time, feel free to email me, as my email address is right there, jranu@cliffsidepark.edu, or you can contact the school, 201-313-2370, or we can schedule an appointment through your guidance department, your child's guidance counselor. Anything that comes to your attention, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, as I will do the same for you. I'm always open for all forms of communication, because at the center of it is your child's academic well-being. Having said that, if there are any time that you feel necessary to contact me, please do not hesitate at all. We are all in this together, and we are all trying to work together to bring about what's in the best interest of your children. Okay? Thank you for attending and looking at my slideshow. I appreciate it. Please stay well and stay healthy.